Hello and welcome to After Campfire. My name is Henry and I am late also. Me and Sam was late last episode and now I'm gonna be late this episode because yesterday I was dying. So I'm not technically sick, but apparently there's this very strange allergen thing going around right now in California since we've had such dry weather for so long and then that crazy rain whatever thing that happened ruined everything for people with allergies. So my nose can barely function right now. I don't know if you can hear that or not. And yesterday I just woke up with blood just kind of pouring out my nose. I'm like, you know what? Today I'm not gonna do things. Um, but I guess it's fitting that Sam was late on his last video too. So whatever. I'm here. It's Saturday. Sorry everyone. Anyways, for my question to Sam, it was a bad question, which was which of the three Harry Potter protagonists you would be, Harry, Ron, or Hermione, or if there's someone that fits you better, who would that be? I'm sorry, Sam. I knew that you didn't read Harry Potter. I don't know why I said that, but I tried to help when we talked between our episodes. But yeah, I feel like Harry. I'm some kind of mix between Harry and Hermione because I have you are the chosen you were the one who kind of just got thing or I just had natural gifts, so people were like, yes, keep doing those mathy science things. But that's also more Hermione. I don't know. If we formed a tree, and if me and you were both in a story and we could only choose one, you'd have to be Hermione and I have to be Harry Potter, because that's just how it works. You're usually to be hey. I don't know if any of that was English right there. Okay, I have to be the protagonist because I'm always the protagonist for whatever reason, and you are the main protagonist, and you have to be the smart sidekick person. Um, yeah. And your question: what anime world would I live in, and why? Or anime or cartoon world? And God, that is actually a really good and really hard question. But the main issue with most anime or cartoon worlds is that they are terrifying places to live in. It would be super cool to have the powers you'd get, but you would also probably die in 5 seconds. I had to make a little list, and I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of show worlds. These are just a few that living in Naruto, assuming you get powers, they're in constant war. I don't want to be in place of constant war. Or in One Piece, you can't if you have a devil fruit power, you don't get to swim ever. And though technically it's only in the ocean, but it's an archipelago, so it doesn't really matter. Uh and you're constantly at war against other pirates or Soul Eater. You get to you can either turn into a weapon or wield people that turn into weapons, and that's really cool. But you're also fighting these weird evil demon things that appear all the time. Or Ruby, which is basically the opposite of you forge a root, and instead of your I can't speak right now. Instead of someone else being your weapon, you make your weapon, and then you do the same thing. But instead of demons, it's story and Grim, which is pretty much demons. And then there's some okay, Gurren Lagann or Avatar, where you can bend, or you can basically materialize anything out of your soul and your manliness. So I feel or Dragon Ball Z, same-ish kind of thing, except someone's always freaking destroying the planet, and I'm not Goku, which means I'm never gonna be the one who finally saves the day. So I feel as weird of an answer as this is gonna be, I'm gonna choose No Game, No Life. I don't even know if you've seen No Game, No Life, but for the viewers who haven't, and I assume no one has, even though it's really good, it's weird. It's a story about these two super, I don't want to say nerd, just derelict nerdy siblings that they never do anything other than play video games, and then they randomly get an email that's saying hey, I challenge you, and then they play this the hardest game of chess ever pretty much, and they win. And then the guy who challenged them is hey, want to go to a better world? And they're sure. And he just transports them to their world. Sorry, I'm ruining the first episode, where pretty much, well, the first half of the first episode, where in this universe, for one, there's like 14 different intelligent species, which are really cool. Like, they have like actual elves and angels and stuff. But there is no war allowed, no violence. Everything is done through games. You can bet your life. And again, you don't die, you just become someone's slave. You'd bet all your money, you'd bet your house, you'd bet anything. But it's always a game. You don't have to agree. It's a very weirdly peaceful place. Sort of. Where you just get to play the most amazing, crazy games ever. And that sounds awesome. Because, I mean, it's board games, it's card games, it's video games, it's any games. It's like tic-tac-toe, it's mind games, it's whatever you want. If you, like, the rules of their world is, like, if you agree to the terms, like, the game, and the terms that you, like, decide on, like, I bet you $100, then that's it. And that's how conflicts are solved in that world. And that seems like a really peaceful world. That sounds like a nice place to be. I don't want to be fighting rabbit goddesses or immortal pirates or fire lords or weird fifth dimensional aliens or Grimm or Frieza. I don't need to fight these people. Or Light Yagami. I feel like just like going through this list right now, just like random anime I've seen, or Titans. Please, no Titans. Also Magi. That's another one where it's like a really cool world but terrifying to live in. Or people and mechs. Like, No Game No Life seems like a really safe bet because you get a lot of the cool things. No real superpowers, but like crazy things happen. Okay. Then the Henry's Diary of How to Adult. This crap has been going on for like 2 weeks. So I've hardly been able to function for 2 weeks. And I've only recently been able to sleep like a proper human again. So that's nice. Still waking up super early, but at least I'm not like waking up in the middle of the night multiple times. It's not fun. But I had an interview and stuff, and that might be going well. I don't know. I won't find out for a few weeks. So I'm really curious to hear about your anime world. And God, I didn't think of a question for you. The only one I can think of is another thing that you could not answer. Alright, I'm fixing that question that I was about to ask. Fix not happening anymore. It was bad. Sam would hate it. It would be bad. It's stupid. Okay, Sam, I have a question. Would you rather, for the rest of your life, get to have every book that you've ever read and just keep them, and those are the only books you can ever read again, or throughout the rest of your life, you can pick 10 new books? So, you get to keep every book you've ever read, or 10 new ones. That's it. That is your question, and I think you will like it.